What is up, everybody? This is Cameron Bird, aka Birdhouse Pools. Today, I'm going to be highlighting a set that I kind of like. It's a smaller set. It's the traded or update and highlight set of the 1985 Topps Traded. There's just a few cards I kind of want to go over in the set. This is a 132 person set. I'm really going to go over about 7 players, kind of give my top 5 most valuable in the set, kind of guys that I like. Some, a little bit valuable. This set as a whole, not many super valuable cards in it, but there's a few Hall of Famers in it, and a few Hall of Famers that I want to highlight. So, looking at this set here, as you can see, Don Acy, Bill Almond, Dusty Baker, and some others right here, kind of just put them in through. But the first card we're going to go over today is going to be Gary Carter. As you can see, Gary Carter, Hall of Famer, mostly known for his time with the Expos. Never had the greatest, in fact, I'll pull it back out, never had the greatest batting average, only a 262, an OBP around the 330 range, a bit above average OPS around that 770 range. But was a guy who played a very long time, was an 11-time All-Star, 10-time All-Star consecutively, 3-time Gold Glover, a 5-time Silver Slugger. Was the runner-up, actually, in 1975 for the Rookie of the Year. Lost to John Montefusco. And was also runner-up for the MVP in 1980 when he lost to Mike Schmidt, and was third, actually, for MVP in 86. Behind Mike Schmidt as well. So Gary Carter, a Hall of Famer, one of the best catchers, a guy I really like, and it's really interesting to see this card because it's always weird to see him in a jersey other than an Expos jersey, but just such a good ball player, over 300 home run club and over 1,200 RBIs, and just it's really cool seeing Gary Carter here. So that's the first card that I'm going to highlight. Again, I'm not going to go over every card. You can kind of see what cards you want to see in this. Again, so you can kind of see some of the players here. But that's there for that one. As you see, Ray Fontenot down here. Ken Dixon, Mario Duncan, just a few guys there. Next one I'm going to go over, though, is Ozzie Guillen. Now, Gary Carter, in my opinion, probably the second most valuable card in the set. You could argue that this one is the third, though. Third or fourth. This is probably the top rookie card in this 85 trade set, and that is Ozzie Guillen. Now, Ozzie Guillen was never super good. Was a really good, honestly, was just one of those guys that was really good at fielding, in my opinion. Didn't win many gold gloves, only a 1-time gold glove guy, 2-time All-Star, but was top 20 MVP in 1990 season, the year that Rickey Henderson won it. And he won the AL Rookie of the Year in 1985. And right behind him was Teddy Higuera as well, so if anyone knows who he is. But Ozzie Guillen, never a great batting average, only in the 264 range as well. About a 287 OPP, which is really bad. And his OPS was around the 626 range when he retired, which is way below average. But Ozzie Guillen, the best rookie card in this set. Again, it's not very hard to, not really hard to be the #1 rookie card in this traded set for 85. So that's him there. Now there is another player I want to go over. I think I passed him. Let me see if I can find him. Here he is. Vince Coleman with the Cardinals. He, in my opinion, is probably the second best rookie card in the set. Now, Vince Coleman, no super crazy stats, again, in that 260 batting average career range. Now, does have an OBP around the 320s, which is not terrible. It's really good. His OPS, though, below average at 668. And something that's really interesting about him is Vince Coleman was a really good stolen base runner, as he had over 700 career stolen bases. It had 100 plus in 3 years in a row from that 85 to 87 stint. But he was a guy who won the NL Rookie of the Year in 1985, was a 2-time All-Star as well. So, was pretty good. It was a top 15 MVPs, I believe, in 85 and 87. So it was a guy that was just pretty good, was really, really fast, was great at getting on base. I really like Vince Coleman. Vince Coleman, again, I think not underrated because stats are pretty much, I think everyone kind of believes, was a great base runner, but as you can see here, not a big home run guy. And not a big RBI guy. He was a guy that could steal. He could definitely fly around the base pad. So he was really, really good. So we went over, again, Gary Carter. I went over Ozzie Guillen and Vince Coleman, who are two of the better rookie cards in the set of the 1985 traded. But there is a few others that I would like to go over here. And as you see here, right here, as you can already probably see, Rickey Henderson. That's going to be the next guy that I go over in this one. Here is the 85 traded Yankees, Rickey Henderson right here. Now, Rickey Henderson, a Hall of Famer. A lot of people know Rickey Henderson. He has the most career runs of all time, 2,295. He has the most career stolen bases, which I don't think will ever get past, 1,406. Finished his career with 3 shy of 300 club for the home runs, over 1,100 RBIs. When you look at him, just one of those guys who I think was an underrated fielder. I don't think got as many awards fielding as he should have. But a 279 career batting average, an OBP in the 400, I think just above 400 in his career, which is absolutely insane. An OPS in the 820s, which is above average, and pretty good, honestly. He was a 10-time All-Star, a 1-time Gold Glove Award winner, a 3-time Silver Slugger, did win the MVP in 1990, as I think I already discussed, and was runner-up for MVP in 1981, where he lost to good old Raleigh Fingers, and was third in MVP, I believe, in 85 when he lost to Don Mattingly. So he's been also a runner-up and a top 3 finalist for MVP most of the time in his career. Was, I believe, top 20 multiple times, top 10 a few other times. But Rickey Henderson, a Hall of Famer. Love to show off this card. The back, again, I really like the back of the 84 design. I like the 85, excuse me. I like the 85 design of Topps. It's just kind of basic, but name's clear, team's clear. Really like that. So figured I'd go over Rickey Henderson, obviously. So he was very, very good. As you can see, we got Ken Hal Holland up here. Sorry you can't really see the names at the bottom here, but some other good guys, Howard Johnson, Gary Lavelle. And if you're not in to as many of the older sets, don't worry. I'm going to highlight some newer sets in the 2000s and 2020, this past year as well, 2021. So don't worry, I have some other ones here, but just for some people that like the older cards, as we're getting close to, I mean, these are vintage now, so so these are vintage cards now, considered. Anything over 30 years old is vintage. So now I'm just looking, making sure we got everything. As you see, here's Larry Sheets. Larry Sheets, for anybody watching from the Eastern Shore area, Gavin Sheets, his son now in the MLB, his grandmother from the Eastern Shore, from a town I used to grow up in, or I grew up in, but Larry Sheets, so this is always a cool one, seeing Gavin Sheets' dad. It's always cool. Let's see what else we got here. So, next card I do want to go over is another Hall of Famer, and that is Bruce Sutter. Bruce Sutter is one of those guys, not a super valuable card, but he's kind of a personal favorite of mine, one of my favorite Hall of Fame pitchers, which is kind of a random guy, but, a 2.83 career ERA, over, I think, exactly 300 saves, which is always an interesting statistic of his, that he was right at 300 saves, I guess you could say. But, 861 strikeouts in his career, over about 1,000 innings pitched. So it's pretty good. His whip, 1.14, which is really, really good. He was a 6-time All-Star as well. Top 10 in MVP 5 times in his career. He was Cy Young in 1979. He was third for the Cy Young in 1982, which he lost to Steve Carlton. And he was third in 1984, where he lost to Rick Sutcliffe as well. I really, really like Bruce Sutter. I think he's really good. Again, this card, I just think the design is so clean. It's just such a nice card. And all these cards, really good condition as well. But again, not a super valuable set. But we'll keep going. Next one I want to go over, second to last one I really want to touch on, is probably the third best rookie card in the set. Again, it's not very hard to be, but it's Mickey Tettleton, catcher. Played some right field also in his career. 245 home run hitter, over 730 RBIs. Now, in terms of batting, he was one of those catchers that was actually pretty good for his position. Only a 240 career batting average, but got an OBP finishing up at around the 369 area, which is really good, and finished an OPS above average at about a .818. And again, if you want to know what about an average OPS is, an average OPS is about, I'd say that 750 range. If you've got about a 750 OPS, it's about average. Anything above that is about above average. In the 800s, it's way above average. I mean, 818 is really, really good in my opinion. But Mickey Tettleton, two-time All-Star, a three-time Silver Slugger. There's not really much to talk about. Not, again, a super valuable card in the set. But as you see here in 1984, 263 average. So got a few at-bats, 76 at-bats. So, yeah, this is his rookie card here in Traded, Mickey Tettleton. Again, a top 3 rookie card in the set. But, again, there's not many others in the set. But then the last card I will touch on, another guy that's not super valuable, just a pitcher that I always liked and I thought was kind of underrated in terms of value today. But John Tudor, the Cardinals starting pitcher, this guy who won 117 games, lost about 72. I think about a 3.1 ERA in his career, a whip about 1.19. Not a big strikeout guy. That was what was always interesting about him. Only over about close to 1,000 strikeouts in about 1,800 innings. And, you know, again, he was one of those guys who was not a strikeout guy, but still had really good command and was able to not give up a lot of runs. Again, showing that about 3.12 ERA. And in 1985, he had a career, or well, had a season, .93 whip. So below 1, a sub-1 whip, which is, I mean, that's, you won't really see that nowadays with it being such a hitting league. But a sub-1 whip in 1985 and was a runner-up for the Cy Young Award in 1985. Didn't even win it with that sub-1 whip, as Dwight Gooden won it in 85. And then was even 8th in MVP in that 85 season where Willie McGee won it. Willie McGee pretty good in his time when he played. This again, he won MVP in 1885 in the NL. But John Tudor, again, a really nice card. Again, not super, super valuable, but just one of the cards I wanted to touch on, as there was really 7 whole cards that I wanted to touch on in this set. And I believe it ends here. Yeah, you got Earl Weaver, who's a manager of the Orioles for some time. UL Washington. There's a checklist. So that's the 1985 Topps Traded set. I just figured I'd go over this one again. It's a small 132 card set. Again, not super valuable. You probably could find this on eBay for 20 to 40 bucks, just depending on what the condition's like. Again, not super valuable, but it's a set that has some cool names in it, some cool Hall of Famers that everyone knows, even the you know, not as big baseball fans know, you know, the guys like Rickey Henderson especially. So that concludes this video. Now, make sure that you do one thing for me. I am going to be giving away 2 free packs of 2022 Topps Series 1. Now, the way you can get these 2 free packs, you have to do all these 3 things. There's 3 things. First, you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. I will be able to check that. If you're not subscribed, you cannot partake in this giveaway of 2 free hobby packs. Let me make that clear as well. It'll be 2 hobby packs, not jumbo hobby. Just 2 hobby packs of 2022 Topps Series 1. Maybe you get that nice Wander Franco rookie card. But the way you got to do it, number 1, you got to be subscribed to the YouTube channel. Number 2, you have to like the video. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you like the video, then you're 1 step away from being able to partake in this giveaway. And number 3 is comment down below your favorite baseball card. It can be any baseball card. If you're not a huge baseball card fan, pretty much just comment who your favorite baseball player is, maybe if you don't have a particular card. But go ahead and comment down below your favorite baseball player or baseball card that you just really, really like. So again, make sure you subscribe, like the video. Number 3, comment down below your favorite baseball player or baseball card. So then, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.